MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2025 Colorado Rockies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground for those guys to have to cover. There's a lot of base hits. Don't fall in love with the fact that you're going to drive the ball out of the park. That's going to happen naturally with just a good approach and a good pass at the baseball. But there's a lot of ground to cover in that outfield, which screams there are a lot of hits to be had. So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs, center fielder, Almora.
First delivery to him on the way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Diaz, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
3-0 pitch. Popped him up. Cordova is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting third, left fielder, Jesse Padilla.
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Hit well on the ground to first. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Mike Montgomery is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Count, the pitch. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Jeremy Griffin will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back safely. Oh, and they've got him picked off. They slapped the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Baez has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third.
And with 2 gone, let's take a look at our playoff bracket. And with this, of course, being a potential elimination game, will we punch a ticket tonight for that coveted spot in the NLCS? Stepping into the box, Garrett Cordova, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His third home run of this series, and the Rockies are actually a 1-0 lead.
Well, it's not too surprising to see him go bridge here. 2 outs, bases empty. That's when you see a guy change their approach, and they just swing for the fences, trying to make the inning after all, and that's exactly what he did right here.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Another try at 2-2. Hit in the air to left field. Padilla moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Cubs, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 7, Almora Jr.
First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Rizzo leads off second with one gone in the inning. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. This is line to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. So striding in, Pat Valaika, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. The pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Drives it out to deep right center field. Marrero giving chase. But he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. No one out with a runner at second. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Line drive to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Batting 7, second baseman, Colton Wong.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to second for Baez. And there's out number 2.
Batting 8, catcher, Bobby Groves.
Coming to the plate now, Bobby Groves. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
2-0 count, the pitch, and this one gets away. And he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0 is taken, strike one. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
And this is up and in, ball 1.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
2-0 count, the pitch, very weakly on the ground. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Popped him up. Candelario on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in, and that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
You pitch around the 8-hole hitter, find yourself with the pitcher on deck. You feel like you're confident enough to execute pitches to get your team off the field.
You know what, Hero, that's the case. You often hear this, a swinging bat is a dangerous bat. Even though that bat's being swung by the opposing pitcher, not a very good pitch, and a 2-out RBI base hit.
And that's in there for strike 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Groves on second. Diaz on at first with 2 down. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Almora. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We've played 2 full. Rockies lead it 2-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mike Montgomery, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. First delivery to him on the way. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounder down the line at third. Backhanded. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Albert Almora. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
2 out, nobody on. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeremy Griffin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out for short. Flores has it. And there's 1 down now.
Now batting. First baseman, Garrett Cordova.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Garrett Cordova. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
1 out, nobody on. One and 1 to the Rockies first baseman. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's running. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Cordova, the runner at second with 1 away. Ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Pat Valaika.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low for ball one. The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball two.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball three.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Popped up. Rizzo is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. It's the Rockies 2 and the Cubs nothing. Striding in once again, Victor Marrero. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Jesse Padilla. As he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Two and one.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Howard Harrell.
Leading off the 4th inning for the Rockies, center fielder, Howard Harrell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Wong, a 5'9" lefty batter, but throws right-handed. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Fouled away. Lifted the other way to left center. Almora in pursuit. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher, Bobby Rose.
In now for Colorado, Bobby Groves. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Flores is up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they're on top 2-0.
Leading off for the Cubs, shortstop, Carlos Flores.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a changeup right down the middle. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Missed with a breaking ball. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but this will be a foul ball. The 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit to right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And that misses. 2-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Count even at 2-2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Harold. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Now at the plate, Gregory Diaz. He reached on a single in his first try.
Gregory Diaz.
First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Alexis Cruz is on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
At the plate, Alexis Cruz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding in for the Rockies, Jeremy Griffin. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Diaz stands at first with one out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there is any intent behind that.
Up next for Colorado.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Into the box, Garrett Cordova, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Stepping in, Mike Montgomery. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. So 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. Grounded up the first baseline. Cordova takes it in, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Standing in, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A called strike on the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Harrell is after it, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third, and he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Almora Jr. 1-0 the count. No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Grounded back up the middle, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. We're a runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run.
Into the box now, Victor Marrero, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Up top, it's 2-0.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
The batter, left fielder, Jesse Padilla.
Ready for another chance, Jesse Padilla, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Colorado's out in front, 2-1. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Right.
On its way is pitch number 75. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Valleca.
Now at the plate, Pat Valleca. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Count is 1-2.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Valleca is retired, 2 down now.
Up next for Colorado.
Into the box now, Howard Harrell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
set to deliver the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Easy fly ball into shallow center field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point.
Daniel Colbert comes into work out of the bullpen now. And Dan, are you surprised that the starter's day is done?
I am a little, Matt, but this is one of those moves that people will debate forever. I think he could have pitched a little bit longer, but I understand the idea of bringing a lefty in to face this upcoming left-hander as well, so we'll see how this works out.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. He'll try again, 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
Softly hit toward the hole. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Flores.
At the plate, Carlos Flores. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Colbert, a 5'10" left-hander. He was a 25th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 3-0 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Flores leads off first with 1 away. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Mariano Cortez will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Wilson Contreras will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He's set and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Ball 3. 3 and 2 now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3 and 2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kyle Ryan is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Deandre Colbert is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Change up low, 2-0. Ryan, a native Floridian. He was a 12th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-1 the count now. Fastball in there, 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. A runner at first with no outs here. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Now the 2-0. is laid off, but in there for strike one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Colbert has a play. 1 out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Chad Diamond will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in safely. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll dive back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There goes the runner. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marrero is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Alexis Cruz.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Alexis Cruz. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. From the stretch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Wong, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. The 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Griffin.
Standing in now, Jeremy Griffin, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
1-2, here it comes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
2 down, runners at first and second. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. They still lead it 2-1. Bruce Sutter has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 42, Bruce Sutter.
Ready now, Deandre Colbert, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Harper on the run. This will land out there just foul. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The Humidor certainly doing its job so far as you get a look at our line score for this one. A low-scoring affair, very unlike the first 10 years or so of baseball here in Denver. Sam Chavez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
28, Sam Chavez.
In there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Line softly toward the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Center fielder, number 5, Almora.
Digging in and looking for more, Albert Almora. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. The 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 2-1. Sam Chavez will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Kyle Crockett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Now in the box, Garrett Cordova. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. And a neck-high fastball that time. Up around the face. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marrero sprinting after it. One away.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Bryce Harper. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Crockett, originally from the state of Virginia. He was a fourth-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Just got a piece up the line, but it gets fouled. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-2. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Marrero ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, his second home run of the series, and it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead.
You know, that's a huge home run at this point in the game. When you can tack on an extra run heading into the ninth, it's a big confidence boost to the whole team and pretty demoralizing to the opposition.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. In now, Howard Harrell. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Line drive to center field. Almora is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rockies strike for one, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's now 3-1 Colorado. And a look there at part of downtown Denver as we get set for the ninth inning from the home of the Rockies, Coors Field. William Johnson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Into the box now, Victor Marrero. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some ninth inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Somebody needs to go rattle a cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Front door curve is taken. Strike two. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse.
Digging in to try it again, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. One out, nobody on. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
So stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the Rockies have more baseball to play. They're headed to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.